So that's exciting. Oh, while we're here, who wants a little garlic update? This is not going as easily as I thought it would. Hey, what's up? Welcome. My name is Crystal. It is the first day of spring and we have all kinds of projects we're doing today. We are finishing up boiling down some maple sap that we've been working on. It's been a project of ours for the past few weeks of us collecting the sap and boiling it down, but that will be in a whole other video. Steve just left because we ran out of propane for our grill, so he's going to get those tanks filled up. I am in the garden. I'm going to be building this little greenhouse that I purchased a while ago on Amazon, and then I'm gonna be working on the rock garden. The other thing that we're gonna be working on is Steve is going to be building our new tomato bed. It's a U-shaped bed that's gonna go at the end of our garden. First thing I'm gonna do is build this greenhouse. Hopefully it's easy. The other plastic ones that I've gotten have been really easy. We recently built one over one of our raised beds. This one here is made by AmeriLife. Here, I'll show you. So it's made by AmeriLife. I will link it down below if it's still available on Amazon. And I'm gonna very carefully cut the tape off because I know that there's plastic in there and I don't want to cut into the plastic. Oh boy. Okay. So I can already tell it is pretty much exactly like the other one that we built recently. It's got all the poles and the corner brackets and things like that, and then the big plastic surround that goes around it. The first thing I'm going to do is I have to clean up this area here. This is where we're going to be putting it. I'm going to take these bent handy panels and move them over that way, and then I'm going to clear out some of the mulch on the ground, and then we'll build it up there. Oh, while we're here, who wants a little garlic update? All the garlic is popped up at this point. So the music variety is back here. I was a little nervous that they weren't gonna come up. And then they did, and now they're growing really nicely. The chestnut red variety, those came up pretty much right after I planted them. So I wasn't too worried about those. Here's some more chestnut red over here. And then the Italy Hill, that's coming up too. It's so exciting to see these things come up. All right, back to the greenhouse. Here's what the instructions look like. And we're gonna start here. It looks like that's the bottom frame. So I'll be able to figure out how I want to position it. My hope is to put it as far back as I can, but we'll see if it even stays here. I might end up moving it. Someday we hope to have a nice, beautiful window greenhouse. We're just not there yet. This will work out just fine. I'll just bring you back when I've made more progress. All right, so I found these bricks over by the garage. They're just these old bricks that I've found all over the property. I was gonna grab the broken pieces of pallet, but I'm gonna try these first to see if I can get it mostly level. There is a big rock or stump, like a old tree root, I think. I think I want something a little bit more sturdy than some bricks. So I'll have to work on that. I think I'll get it built first and then we'll figure it out after. Okay, so the next layer, the spots where the shelves go, so we'll build that up next. This is the fun part. I may need assistance.
Are you going to do one side then the other, or are you going to do them all?
I think I did it wrong. So we got the frame built. I like it. It's a nice little walk-in greenhouse. It's a little on the flimsy side. So I won't be super shocked if we get a gust of wind and the whole thing just kind of collapses on itself. It's fine though. It's good for what it is, for what we need right now. It's a step up from what we had, which is just this shelf greenhouse from last year. That was a huge game changer for us, especially hardening off seedlings. It made it so much easier. So having this out here will be even nicer. It's very uneven. I need to figure out how to make it even. So here's how I feel. This is not going as easily as I thought it would. Building the greenhouse wasn't the problem. It's the frame is built and putting the plastic on and the shelving in and all the things like that. That's gonna be easy, fun, no problem. Trying to get it level, in my head, I thought it would be so much easier than what it is. I have to make sure that the entire floor of the greenhouse is even so that every single one of those plastic posts is fully secured. Because when I go to put weight on the shelves, if it bows down, the whole thing will just kind of collapse in on itself, and that's what I don't want. So I'm actually gonna give this project a rest for today. I just can't think anymore, and like I tell my kids, if you get stuck like that, sometimes you just need to take a break and step away from it, and a good idea will come to you, or you look at it with fresh eyes later. I've looked at this too much today, and I cannot figure out a way to get this level with the materials that we have. Maybe I'm gonna move it somewhere completely different. We'll go see how Steve is doing. Yeah, this is the original deer fencing that we put up a couple of years ago, and it was really cheap, and it's not the greatest quality. And I have these hooks here to be able to take it down off this spot here. That way I could get in easily with a wheelbarrow into the garden. But we're gonna go ahead and take it down and reuse the netting on things like the grapes and stuff, and replace all the deer fencing on this side of the garden with the better quality stuff, like the stuff we used on the other side last year. Now the garden is all open. The plan is we have all this lumber here that we've gotten, 2x4s, and we have a bunch of scrap stuff left over from other projects that we've done. 2 different Home Depots we went to. Basically, these were on clearance. I believe the purple ones were clearance down to $4 a board, and then the ones that are orange, which may have been marked by accident, but it doesn't really matter, are $1, I think. I know the boards, when we went to get them for a non-pressure treated 2x4, it was between $7 or $8 a board. We ended up getting these on clearance for about $4 a board, and it's only because they're slightly imperfect. So like this one has a little bit of a bend to it, but they're perfect for what we're using them for, which is a raised garden bed. So we don't need to, we're not using it to frame a house or anything like that. These longer ones here, they were like between $17 and $18, I think. There's a big notch cut out of it, and they couldn't sell that for full price. So we got it for $4 instead of the 16 it would have been. Steve is now taking out the U-posts. We're gonna be putting in new T-posts to frame in the new part of the garden, and then the rock garden that we're building will be on the outside of that. So you're gonna be connecting the new bed to the old ones?
Yes, to save wood.
Now we've put down some landscape fabric over here. This landscape fabric is fantastic. I'll show it here. I got it at BJ's. It was $32, and you get 4 feet by 200 feet of the heavy duty landscape fabric, and it comes with staples. I got one, and then when I got home, I'm like, I regretted not getting 2. So I ended up going back and getting another one the next time I went. But we rolled that out here. Each part, because we're trying to get it to line up, and the ground is extremely uneven. So every single part we're doing separate, but it's coming along. It's getting cold out, but so you've got the whole inside in while I was making lunch. We've kind of been halted. Steve realized he needs a couple more boards, and I realized I feel slightly defeated from not being able to complete my greenhouse project. To the store?
I've got the fat boiling.
Oh, that's right.
I can put the covers on it.
We can put the covers on it and turn the burners off. They'll be fine. So we just got back from Home Depot. They had plenty of lumber. It was just extremely expensive. Way more than I would want to spend for wood that's just going to be used in a garden bed. So we didn't get any. They didn't really have anything in the clearance, but the guy that works there said that they restock their clearance in the middle of the week. So to check back like Wednesdays and Thursdays. So we might do that, but we did get some other things. I'll show you that. I got 2 bales of peat moss and 4 bags of garden soil. So that's exciting. So here's how today went on the first day of spring. We got some more garden supplies here. We were not able to finish the front part of the garden bed. I'm not about to go out and spend a whole bunch of money just to get it finished today. It's not worth it to me. We have plenty of time. We already know that this bed's going to be used for mostly tomatoes and onions and maybe herbs. You know, we have until the end of May to get this finished, and we have plenty of time. The other thing that I worked on was the greenhouse, and that didn't get finished either. My plan was to work over here, move some of these rocks, get that stuff done. But the reality is I'm physically exhausted. There's really not much else I plan on doing today other than cleaning up my house a little bit and making dinner. And going to bed early, probably. So I think that'll do it for this video. It wasn't the exciting first day of spring accomplishing a bunch of tasks that we were hoping to get done. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time. Happy spring! Bye!